Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling coherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Now I'm basically exploring the last portion of Velen, you know, those question marks on the map. And after I'm done, which maybe it'll happen in this episode, depending on how complicated those points are. After I'm done, Velen will be sort of more or less completely finished, and I'll go on to Novigrad. Illustrated Atlas of Insectoids. Arachas lives mainly in boggy terrain but also in caves and abandoned mines. Hierarchical caste structure with highly specific members, masters of mimicry, many specimens highly poisonous, invasive species immigrated from the south, must be fought with silver, ideally freshly coated with insectoid oil. Well, I think this place is here mostly for visual spectacle, because there doesn't seem to be much in terms of loot actually, or like quests. Message to our dear customers. Dear customers, wars governed by harsh laws. For almost 2 decades I've imported the finest Nilfgaardian wares to the north and sold them at fantastic prices so low, and this was, I swear, sometimes I made no profit at all. Sadly, renewed conflict between our nations has made the continuation of this trade impossible. I won't be coming to this year for the Belletin fair, so you shan't have any Angren lace, Nazairi velvet, or the world-famous Ebbing lemon that I know you're also fond of. Forgive me, good people, and drink to my health. Declan Loyvarden, which is a character from The Witcher 1. Henke's a cheat. Take heed and read carefully what I have to tell you. That man Henke, known as Flash, who likes to sit in the inn and invite travelers to join him at his table for a game of chance, plays with weighted dice and marked cards, bets shaved coins, and in general is a low-down, no-good cheat, scoundrel, and a son of a bitch. Consider yourself warned. An ode to Podgy Berta's dandy suitors, to Ranti Orhens from Mount Carbon, to Brugge's swarthy smith and coppers, and Novigraders with dead hardons, to Tretos slimy pimps and boozers, with perfumed trains and painted tarts, to cleaver clowns and red-nosed bruisers, kiss my hairy arse, you losers, to weak-eyed slaves of elven riddles, to Oxenfurt dons and Tom perusers, slurping seas of Itlin's drivel, to fart down throats of other musers, kiss my hairy arse, you losers, and to the ploughing human racist, sodden turds from northern sewards, Urani squirts in hunters' braces, smearing witches with manures, kiss my hairy arse, you losers. Now, this is actually a pretty good and sort of in-universe translation of a Polish poem by a poet from the interwar period by the name of Julian Tuwim. He was a character, to be sure. He wrote a lot of poems that were rather sort of feisty, because also like he was Jewish, but you know, the pre-war Poland had the largest Jewish population in the world, percentage-wise. It was around 10% of the pre-war, you know, pre-Second World War Polish population, and the vast majority of those Jews, they considered themselves Polish. They were Polish Jews, and so was he. But obviously, there was quite rampant anti-Semitism during that time already, and a lot of people had problems with that guy Julian Tuwim because of him, having Jewish roots, and he also wrote some pretty scathing replies. I won't be able to translate it on the fly, so obviously it rhymes in Polish, so it's a lot better. But basically, he once wrote a poem that was titled "To That One Nationalist That Keeps Smearing Me" or something, and it went like, I know you're waiting for a reply, you're waiting for me to acknowledge you, you're waiting for me to give you the time of day, but I won't bother, and I won't even tell you that you should get fucked by dogs, because that would be unbecoming towards the dogs. Because obviously it rhymes in Polish, so it's a lot better. That's pretty cool. Handyman at your service. Roof leaking, doors won't shut, table all wobbly. Whatever gets your goat around the house, for a modest fee I'll fix it up, and regale you with humorous anecdotes while I'm at it. Hubrach var, handyman. Warning, fair folk, stay away from Velen. Even if they promise you a heap of gold, even if the wild hunt itself is on your heels, even if your whole family is waiting there for you, south of Pontar you'll find only hunger and death. A dwarf seeking female companionship. Listen, ladies, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm short. The few teeth I still got are yellow, and the bit of hair I've got left is shedding fast. I can't dance, ain't much good with words, and the curse of riches don't afflict me. At times, I admit, I'll burp after a hearty supper. You note that they call me Thorin Stillpike, and not to toot my own horn, but the name fits me and my capacities perfectly. Any ladies interested can send me their visiting card. I'll show up post-haste, perfumed, and with a box of Novigrad's finest chocolates in hand.
Pokaże pan miecz!
Z olejem zajadał, to byś wybladły nie był.
Supposedly there's a herbalist here, but
Czego? Pokaż mi swoje towary. Masz ochotę na partyjkę gwinta?
okay, I finally have Scorch, which is by all accounts pretty cool. I think I'll pass. Great, so this should kill this.
Kto sieje grykę i proso, ten chodzi goło i boso. Remo szuka. Chcesz pomoc?
Najpierw płać.
Widzicie to, co ja? Kłaniam.
Bywa, że mam ręce pełne roboty. Od dawna nosisz takie obcisłe spodnie?
Okay, so there's apparently not much in terms of question marks around here. What about those quests that I picked up? Not low level, so I'll leave them for now.
Chyliłoby się kufelek.
Cholera, znowu się zgubiłem.
Jedź, Podka!
Wreszcie ilu czarnych na wojencu widzisz?
Czarodziejki najłatwiej poznać po tym, że są niezwykle urodziwe.
Lico gładkie, bez wyprysku czy śladów po łuskwie. Oczy wymalowane, kibić wąska, a pierś pełna.
Nie widziałem. Zapamiętałbym, uwierzcie. Oj, zapamiętałbym.
Ale w końcu zobaczysz. A wtedy pamiętaj, to piękno to nie dzieło natury, tylko guseł.
Każda z nich ma 100 lat albo i więcej. Czarami się odmładzają. Prostują garby, usuwają brodawki i wrzody.
A co w tym złego? Ja bym sobie lato odjął, gdybym mógł.
Stul pysk! Za takie żarty możesz wylądować w więzieniu albo i na stosie.
Niech żyje Radowid.
Że też się za robotę uczciwą nie wejmie, tylko się kręci, jak to smród podać.
Kupię kołyskę mało przechodzoną. Wynajmę amanta na ślub przyjaciółki. Wymienię dziurawy garnek na bryczkę. Kto pisze te ogłoszenia? Szukacie Wiedźmina?
Kogoś, kto zabije potwora. Może być Wiedźmin.
Co to za potwór?
Duży, zły, paskudny. W kanałach siedzi. Jak jesteś zainteresowany, to przyjdź do majątku Garin. Pytaj o Olgierda von Everett. To on wystawił to ogłoszenie.
Waitress wanted. The Passiflora, a house of luxury and pleasures, both carnal and spiritual, is looking to hire a full-time waitress. Candidates should be 25 years old or younger, attractive and quick learners, industry experience preferred but not required. A rune wraith upon your shores has landed. To my fellows from the world's other bosom, vast seas have I crossed to reach this your most fascinating land, to learn the names of the animals which in it dwell, of the plants which in it grow, and most of all you, its folk. Ravenous waves devoured my tools of art, yet the rune wraith's labor does not with his hands end, for he endlessly strived the world to explore, its mysteries to comprehend. Thus, if you wish to stay a while and converse with a traveler from far off Ophir, I invite you to my tent, which I have pitched by a mill near the village named Brunwich. Praise be the world and its never-ending creation. Need a bow to accompany me to a friend's wedding. The matter is a delicate one, so I ask any potential candidates to maintain discretion. My friend has found herself a man, and they are set to get married soon. Problem is, I've got no beau of my own to take for the wedding. If you're intelligent, amusing, handsome, none too old or none too young men, owing at least one decent-looking frock or robe, is interested in accompanying me to her wedding ceremony and to the feast that will follow, I will be most thoroughly obliged. In exchange, I can often offer a few hours of good fun and conversation with a lass that dances with the best of them. Alcohol will also be provided. If you're counting on taking me straight from the feast to the alcove, be warned that I'm a graduate of the ladies' self-defense courses put on by the Redanian army that make a good impression, and I might agree to let you court me properly. Wanted, cradle unused but unworn, looking to buy a cradle in good repair, but cheap for a lass or a lad, not knowing as of yet what the wife will pop out. Made out of oak preferably, but pine will do, as long as it's strong and pretty, because the wife doesn't like cheap looking stuff, but if it were painted with flowers, best if it would be painted with flowers, but I don't really care much. Could be bare in fact, I'll paint it myself. could do that much, show the woman she didn't marry some good-for-nothing skipper. If you've got something like that, I'd gladly buy it, or even more gladly take it off your hands for free. Willing to trade a leaky pot for a cart, deal of a lifetime. I'm willing to trade a lovely tin pot painted with cornflowers and lilies and showing a few holes through, but that's a plus, for you can add a few more, and look at that, you've got a colander for a cart. The cart needn't be big, can even be tiny, in fact, just so that 2 or better 4 people could fit in it, with ample room for bags and sacks if possible. Could be old, so long as it rides well and has new wheels and strong axles, so probably nothing made longer than a year or 2 ago would do. Are you insane? A leaky pot for a cart. Contract, Monster in the Sewers. This is from Olgierd von Everek, which is from the DLC. I'll get back to this notice board and read it then, when I will actually plan on doing that, which is certainly not now. In fact, not for many hours.
Nie drżyj ryja, bo ci pęknie szyja!
3 rzeczy potrzebuje moje męstwo. Jeść dobrze, pić dobrze i zabawić się dobrze.
A w tym Velen to prawdziwie taka bida?
Witaj w 7 kotach, najfartowniejszej gospodzie w mieście. Mawiają, że nawet kac po naszym winie przynosi szczęście.
To co dzisiaj macie w karcie? Chciałbym zagrać z tobą w karty, konkretnie w gwinta.
Yes, Scorch, I'm screwed. Although, to be honest, I might be screwed either way, depending on what cards he has left. So mine are not all that great.
Chamstwo wszędzie.
Idzie diabeł ścieżką krzywa!
Ależ mi śmierdzą.
A
Te śliwe pod okiem to kto ci nabił?
Redańscy żołnierze, pies ich jebał, złodziei jednych.
Cicho, bo ktoś usłyszy i będzie.
Jechałem do miasta z gorzelni, wszystko miałem jak trzeba. Glejt, pozwolenia, cła opłacone, a te cholerne żołdaki mnie zatrzymują i mówią, że rekwirują wódkę na cele wojenne. No to się pytam, od kiedy chlanie jest celem wojennym? Oni tylko mnie po pysku obili i wszystko zabrali.
Oh, I'm over encumbered. That's a bit of a problem. Okay, to be honest, the fact that Roach managed to get out of there is not actually of significant help to me, because I wanted to get out of the camera range to summon her again.
Tempo, tempo!
Okay, I'll rest until the morning, because maybe some of them will show up to trade. Also, any new alchemy that I can do? provides resistance to stagger. Increases the Witcher's resistance to vitality depleting critical effect. Increases the amount of weight. Okay, this can be kinda useful in a pinch. Combining attacks grants a bonus that increases the attack power. Regenerates vitality during and outside of combat. So like a souped-up swallow. Damage dealt is increased when vitality is at its maximum. Significantly increases stamina regeneration during a clear moonlit night.
Będziecie narażać siebie i wasze rodziny. Jesteś jednym z nas, a my o swoich dbamy.
Witajcie!
Pokaż mi swoje towary. Bywaj.
Any more traders here? Doesn't look like it.
Bailey, srogi pan. W karczmie burt lepiej nie urządzaj.
Pokaże pan
Halo!
miecz?
Halo, panie! Jesteście Wiedźminem, prawda? Zaczekajcie!
Oszalałeś? Chcesz Wiedźmina w to mieszać?
Ludzi ma wspierać, bronić ich. To może i teraz pomoże.
Yeah, I will help you, but I was hoping on not being over-encumbered. To be honest, I might just buy some random bullshit from this guy.
Ciocia mówi, że za dużo gadam.
Just to justify him taking the trash off my hands.
Witam.
Pokaż mi swoje towary. Bywaj.
Jak idzie praca, dobry człowiek? Szykujecie się pewnie do żniw.
Żniw? Na wiosnę? O czym wyprawicie?
No to co teraz w polu robicie?
Będziemy zbierać owoce, co na krzewach rosną.
A, jabłka! Odejdź ode mnie.
That's a rich town guy that doesn't have any knowledge about agriculture, annoying a farmer with inept questions.
Drzewki kryć, wiedźmak idzie! A co? Lekko tu żeś się
Białe jak
obiad?
syn młynarza.
O co chodzi?
O nic. Idź swoją drogą.
Zamknij się, Gotthard! On nam może pomóc. Banda wilczycy chce napaść na wioskę. Na Bertramie chcą się zemścić. Wiele nie mamy, ale zapłacimy, jeśli nas ochronicie.
Co to za wilczyca?
Podobno z wilkami się chędoży, a człowieka gołymi rękami rozszarpać potrafi. Potworzyca w ludzkiej skórze, choć niektórzy mówią, że wielkiej urody.
Przewodzi zgrają dezerterów, niedobitków z różnych armii. Takich, co to i na zabijaniu, i na grabieży dobrze się znają.
Czemu chcą się na tobie mścić?
Bo ich łowcom czarownic wydałem.
Od kiedy łowcy czarownic interesują się bandytami?
Banda wilczycy na wioskę napadała, a nikt nas bronić nie chciał. W końcu Bertram do łowców poszedł o ochronę prosić. No i jak się łowcy nimi zajęli, to był chwilę spokój. Ale teraz się wilczyca o wszystkim dowiedziała i chce Bertrama zabić. Pomóżcie, bo krucho będzie.
Zajmę się bandytami. Schowajcie się w domach i zaregulujcie drzwi.
Uważaj na nich, Wiedźminie. Są naprawdę groźni.
Wait until dusk. Okay. Well, I would say it's already pretty dusky. Like, what hour do you, like...
Co to? Wioska nagle opustoszała? Pochowali się tchórze.
Przyszliśmy do Bertrama. Wydajcie go nam,
Bertram! Idziemy po ciebie! A ty co, mój funfel?
Wiedźmin. Co to, wioskowi cię wynajęli?
Cokolwiek zamierzasz, musisz zmienić plany. Nie pozwolę ci skrzywdzić tych ludzi.
Nie chcę krzywdzić nikogo poza kanalią o imieniu Bertram. Sam do mnie przyszedł pół roku temu. Miał wskazywać, kogo warto złupić w zamian za udział w zyskach. Ale po jakimś czasie zrobił się zachłanny. Chciał więcej, ale mu odmówiłam. Wtedy napuścił na nas łowców czarownic. Przez niego połowa moich ludzi nie żyje. Odsuń się, Wiedźminie, to nie twoja sprawa. Chcemy tylko Bertrama, nikogo więcej. Masz moje słowo.
To be honest, on one hand, if that's true, it seems that he is a common bandit as well. But I'm generally not a fan of lynching, so I think I will actually stop you.
Twoje słowa niewiele mnie obchodzą. Weź ludzi i znikajcie stąd, bo poleje się krew.
Krew poleje się tak czy inaczej, ale właśnie sprawiłeś, że będzie jej więcej.
Oh, she really is a werewolf. Interesting.
Dalej, kurwa! Razem! Bić skurwysyna! Ci synu! Klątwy, kurwa!
Pięknieście im dali popalić.
Nie powiedzieliście, że dziewczyna jest wilkołakiem.
Bośmy do końca nie wiedzieli. Ale to nawet lepiej. Przecież wiedźmini są od zabijania potworów, nie? Dzięki za pomoc. Zasłużyliście na nagrodę.
Well, is the letter that she had some kind of a twist? Where he like raped her or whatever? A mother's letter. Dearest Lily, if you're reading this means both you and your father and I are dead. I have asked Egvard to give you this letter only when it is certain neither of us will return. A great deal has happened while you were away at the academy. One of your father's ships sank and we fell into debt. I did not write to you then because I did not want to worry you, did not want you to return. Your education and future are what matters to us most. Our creditors began to call in our loans and refused to accept payment in installments. When we were forced to admit that we could not return the entire sum, they swore to destroy us. Some thugs began following our every step, never letting us out of our sight. It was only a matter of time before the family secret was discovered. They directed the witch hunters to us, and we were thrown in a dungeon. I heard the guards gossiping about how we were to have a show trial and a show execution. I gave one of them my wedding ring, and he agreed to allow Egvard to visit us. Your father wishes to give him some final instructions, and I want to give him this letter, our last unexpected farewell. Be strong, my sweet, for in your veins flows the blood of men and wolves, and with it comes responsibility. I forbid you to avenge us. That will not bring us life, and will only bring you the executioner's axe. You cannot die, not in that way. You must prove with your life and conduct that men and lycanthropes can live together in harmony. Leave town as soon as possible. Take only what is necessary, say farewell to no one, and do not show yourself in public. Journey to where we used to hunt when you were a young girl and brace for the worst. The people there surely do not remember us, but they are good, simple villagers. They will treat you with kindness. Let us hope this madness and persecution will soon end, and you will be able to return home. In the meantime, take care of yourself and do not let them provoke you. Remember who you are and do not let anyone convince you that it is something evil. This is how you were born and you should be proud of it. Live for us, we love you. Mother. Well, I guess I killed her. But it's kind of inconclusive. Like, you know, if they were just roaming bandits, then it very well seems like she disregarded her own parents' last will anyway.
Co się dzieje? Ej!
I read this.
Przecież się za robotę uczciwą mówienie, tylko się kręci jak jest sumietka.
Beltane preparations. Attention, good folk. Beltane's fast approaching, unless God forbid, the war reaches us before that time. Same as every year, we'll hold festivities in the commons near the village. There'll be a grand bonfire and dancing till dawn. Yet men don't live on dance and song alone, so we will have to prepare the following: 3 barrels of apple cider, 2 barrels of pure grain spirit, 3 lambs fit for roasting and fattened sow, sausages, blood pudding, and liverwurst, a measure per head, 3 bushels of porridge grains, 2 sacks of potatoes and 1 of turnips. Around the month's end, I'll walk the village and ask who can give what, or if anyone's got a crown or two to throw in. Neddy the Elderman. A daughter has been born to me. Fellow folk, I'm a proud da of a little girl. She's lovely as a nymph, strong as a fiend, and bellows like a furious harpy, except maybe a bit louder. Come to my cottage and drink to her health, and the health of her darling mother, and perhaps lend a hand in choosing a name, for I'm having a tough time choosing between Nielsa, after my brother's wife, or Lesla, after no one, but whose sound I'm partial to. They are both pretty and proper, but I cannot give her two names, for we're just simple peasants, not high and mighty lords, who can drape themselves with names so long no man is capable of remembering. A cart for sale. I'm selling a cart, got 4 wheels, a tongue and a seat, made of wood. Pull it and it moves. Push it and it moves too, just worse. It's a cart. What else am I supposed to write? Price to be agreed over a touch of spirit and liverwurst. Watch out for ergots. Beloved brethren, yesterday I was walking the fields and noticed sure sign of ergo in my crop. I set it afire at once and made sure it burned to ash, but take a look at your own grain and see if the pestilence has taken to it too. Looking to borrow a plough. Hey lads, is there anyone among you that can lend me a plough? Thing is, mine smack against a stone in a field so hard that it bent halfways, and may a fiend take me if I know how to fix it, or plough my field without it. A contract, the Apiarian Phantom, calling on all bounty hunters, trackers and witchers. Misfortune has fallen on the Honeyfield and the apiary, for which 5 generations has provided a livelihood for the entire Mazerdorf family. The Apiarian Phantom has descended upon us and begun to destroying our hives, slay our bees, and wreak general havoc all around. I shall be grateful for any help you can provide, and guarantee a reward awaits you for work well done. What level is that quest? Okay, I will do it. But first I'll take care of those two, because they seem to be the only ones in the vicinity anyway.
Pokaże pan miecz?
Liczko ma gładkie i mowę kwiecistą. Czarci ten pomiot z naturą nieczystą. Życzenia Twe spełni zawsze z ochotą. Da Ci brylanty i srebro i złoto. Lecz kiedy przyjdzie odebrać swe długi, skończą się śmiechy, serdeczność, przysługi. Pęta Cię weźmie, zabierze bogactwo, byś cierpiał katusze, aż gwiazdy zgasną.
Rodzice nie pozwalają mi rozmawiać z nieznajomymi.
This was a remarkably creepy nursery rhyme about some kind of almost satanic figure. That they mentioned someone who looks fair and talks well and promises you riches and all that, and then he comes for repayment, and the repayment is eternal torment. I didn't actually remember that this is available even before this happens, even before you start the DLC. It's kind of nice because it's a very sort of background thing. Like, you have to consciously stop to listen to it to get to appreciate it, and I like it very much. Call for volunteers for Village Watch. Some foul devil spawn has cropped up in Backold Hills. The beast kills men and cattle in the fields, so we've got to strengthen our ranks of our mighty Village Watch, lest it, the beast mind, ravages all of our cows, sheep, grandmums and weans. Any healthy man with a few wits about him and a full set of arms and legs should come to the Watch's headquarters, which this week is in the inn in Yantra. In week's time, it'll move to another such public house.
Liczko ma gładkie i mowe
Naprzód.
kwieci są. Czar ci ten pomiot na...
Podróżniku! Hola, usiądź z nami! Zachowuj się przykładnie, hultaju.
Dziwne sobie wybraliście miejsce do rozmowy o sztuce.
Każde miejsce jest dobre, tylko trzeba rozbudzić w sobie natchnienie.
Wódeczką na przykład.
Napijecie się z nami może? Za poezję?
Czemu nie? Nawet mnie trochę suszy.
A jak człowieka suszy, to mu smutno w duszy. Polewaj go z koń.
Panowie, że tak powiem, ujmę to krótko, zalałem się w trupa.
A wiecie, co się rymuje z trupa?
Nie bądź ordynarny. Co nasz nowy przyjaciel sobie pomyśli, polej lepiej.
No dobrze, to już jest ostatnia kolejka. Poszła cała wódka i truba duży, razem z moimi rzeczami z Sarra. Ślady stóp, świeże. Sporo tych butelek. Nieźle zabalowaliśmy.
Mamo, a drzewa potrafią chodzić?
Coś ty głupiutka. Oczywiście, że nie.
A ja z Zosią widziałam takie, co chodziło i rogi miało jak jeleń.
Co? Gdzie widziałaś to drzewo? Mów!
W lesie, zaraz pod miastem. Zbierałyśmy tam jagódki, pamiętasz? Zrobiłaś z nich konfetury.
Nigdy więcej tam nie pójdziesz. Rozumiesz? Nigdy.
A talking tree with horns. Interesting.
Chcesz być moim chłopakiem? Pokaże pan miecz?
Wiecie, co się rymuje ze wściekły wiedźmin? Oddawać moje rzeczy, bo zajebie.
To chyba rym biały.
Zamknij się i daj mu wszystko.
No, to jesteśmy kwita, tak?
Well, to be honest, just for good measure, I think just to teach you a lesson, you should go around naked for a while. That was very uncool.
Pita to będzie, jak oddacie swoje rzeczy.
Wszystkie?
Gacie możecie zachować.
Ciężkie czasy.
Nie znajduję słów, by opisać, jak bardzo mi przykro z powodu tego incydentu.
Tylko żart. Wszystko byśmy odnieśli, słowo. Nowigrad, stolica świata, a tu takich obwiesiów
Jakby
wpuszczają.
do cyrku złapać i ludziom pokazywać. Kapitał można zbić.
You really, you're cruising for a bruising. I'm just saying.
Ciocia mówi, że za dużo gadam.
Liczko ma gładkie i mowe kwieci są. Czar ci ten...
Oh, that's an Arachas. Which was a creature back in The Witcher 2 as well. Wow, to be honest, I am impressed that you survived this, Geralt. Interesting that I can't loot its remains.
Powinienem użyć oka Nehaleni.
Jester had one task, to write incantations on the ribbons used in creating the golem, and what did he do? Made a dog's dinner of it, of course. As a result, instead of getting a guard, we have a murderer walking our lab. And I asked, did you double check the incantations? Oh aye, yes sir. Are you sure? Sure as shooting, aye. And yet the results prove otherwise. Think I could have had one of my students do it, instead of that imbecile. We've barricaded ourselves in, but he'll get us, it's only a matter of time. At least I can dull the horror of my last minutes with Fistech. Prime quality stuff at that. We would have garnered top coin for it, had Jester not been a complete and probably illiterate idiot. Well, guess I didn't have many years left in me anyways, and better to go out with a bang than to die slowly in a hospital. So I suppose it's Vafile, cruel world.
Hejże, hola, witajcie.
Bo w Nowigradzie kutwa w kutwę i na kutwie jeździ.
Okay, I'll talk with the halflings next time, and I guess I need one more episode to wrap up Velen, because there's still this part of the map here, but it only looks that large. I don't think it's all that... Oh, I guess I missed a couple here. Well, I'll be back for that. Probably even from here, like I'll swim right here and then do those. Oh, there's one here as well. How did I miss it? Oh well, I'll get to it, but next time. For now, I'm going to save and end it here. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.